Welcome to my Week 5 battle of the 5th season in the Pokemon Battle Hub Draft League. What's going on, everyone? My name is Scorpion, and today, my team, the L.E.A.F Agents, are taking on Chris, aka Pokemaster88, coach of the California Trailblazers. I'll show you guys a quick overview of the team I'm bringing today, why I chose these Pokemon, and the Wi-Fi battle will follow. But first, if you're excited for this new Draft League Wi-Fi battle, please let me know by leaving a like and subscribing if you're new. Chris's team is insanely versatile, which starts off with his primary Uber in Palkia Origin, who has an insane speed tier against my team and is very hard to guard against defensively. He also has his secondary Uber in Spectrier, which is insanely threatening late game, a solid defensive core to check our Lunala with Snorlax and Umbreon, and a good rapid spinner in Toedscruel. To top it off, he has two amazing Terra captains in Infernape and Dondozo, who both look great into my team. We are not holding back in ways to break down my opponent's defenses this week though, so starting off is a choice banned Great Tusk, whose stab combination is incredibly difficult for my opponent to switch into. Not only do Headlong Rush and Close Combat hit incredibly hard, but we also pack Knockoff to cripple Dondozo by removing its item and chipping it down, which, thanks to Supercell Slam, will allow us to KO it later upon switch in, even if it is Terra Flying to wall or dual stab. EVs wise, we have enough speed to speed creep bulky Tinkaton, 184 HP to let us have a good chance at surviving a Grass Knot from Infernape, and the rest was put into attack for overall damage output. Next up is our main win con this week in Lunala. We're running a Calm Mind variant this week to take advantage of Lunala's great bulk that allows us to set up in front of Chris's entire team. The combination of Shadow Shield plus a Colbur Berry lets us take very little damage from otherwise devastating attacks, like a Terra Dark knockoff from Infernape, Crunch from Snorlax, or Foul Play from Umbreon. This will allow us to grab at least one boost and hopefully go to town with our 3 attacks, with Moongeist Beam covering most of the team neutrally, Psyshock to hit Pokemon like Toedscruel and Snorlax on their weaker physical defense, and Moonblast for coverage against Umbreon and Palkia Origin. And although the combination of Lunala and Great Tusk is very threatening into my opponent's team, their middling speed tiers definitely hold them back, so Vikavolt is here to save the day. Vikavolt is incredible as a sticky web user in this matchup, as it not only has natural type advantage against Toedscruel, who is Chris's only form of hazard removal, but can also block any spore attempts thanks to our safety goggles. The Vikavolt also helps us threaten defensive pieces like Umbreon and Dondozo for massive damage with its stabs, and I rounded off the set with Volt Switch to gain slow momentum against the rest of the team. Lastly, I went with just enough speed EVs to outrun almost all bulky Umbreon variants. Because I don't expect Munkidori to show up this game, we're running our Terra Captain Iron Moth with Toxic Spikes this week to set up a really crippling hazard against my opponent. It's also naturally threatening this game with its strong stab combination, running Flamethrower over Fiery Dance this week to ensure it to a KO on opposing Spectrier, and Psychic to dispatch Infernape if Dondozo decides to Terrastalize. And speaking of Spectrier, we're running Terra Normal on Iron Moth this week to have a safety net in case it gets out of hand, since we couldn't afford to run Munchlax as it has an absolutely terrible matchup against the rest of my opponent's team. Next up is our immediate pivot into my opponent's Ubers. We're running Sylveon, who is not too KO'd by either of their stabs and can provide wish support to the rest of my team. Hyper Voice is our choice of stab this week, as the feature of going through Substitute is very important in this game, and we're opting for a physically defensive spread since our natural special defense lets us take Palkia's hits, and it allows us to avoid a 2 KO from Heavy Slam. Rounding off our set is Quick Attack as an insurance policy against faster threats if our webs are somehow removed later on. And last but not least is another secret win condition this week in Empoleon, whose goal is to bait one of the many ways my opponent has of hitting it super effectively and going for an unexpected sweep. Our natural bulk lets us comfortably survive hits like Earth Power from Toedscruel or Palkia, Volt Switch from Electros, and Earthquake from Dondozo, while Agility boosts our speed to outrun my opponent's entire team. We're also running Competitive this week as our ability, as it really takes advantage of potential special defense drops and a parting shot from Munkidori, giving us a way of boosting our stats even if our weakness policy isn't activated. Surf in general has great neutral coverage against my opponent's team due to the lack of water resists, Ice Beam 1-hit kills Toedscruel, and Grass Knot hits Dondozo and Palkia Origin as hard as we can thanks to their massive weight. So that's my team for week 5 of the BHDL Pokemon Draft League. Once again, if you guys are excited for this new Ubers League Wi-Fi battle, please let me know by leaving a like and subscribing if you're new. We are on our way to 200 subscribers by the end of the year, and I'd love for you to be a part of us reaching that goal. And with that, I've held you all up long enough, so let's get right into the battle. Alright y'all, so here we are with the Week 5 battle against our good buddy Chris, aka Pokemaster88. And he's been looking forward to this one, man, because I know he really wants a W against us, because he has actually never beaten us in draft. So I'm sure he's packing quite a serious punch over there. I just wrote on his team, no Spectrier. That is insane. So ironically, this Terra, Normal, and Iron Moth is a bit useless. But I'm still going to lead off with it, because we also don't see a Monkey Dory. So no Toxic Spikes immunity. We do see LOKIX instead, and the rest of the team is about as expected. And he has Terra Ice on the Infernape and Terra Fairy on the Dondozo. So this Iron Moth set might honestly pop off a lot better than I was expecting. But yeah, hopefully we can make it happen here, man. Good luck and have fun to Chris. And we honestly are facing two very tough opponents back-to-back here. And of course we are also coming off of a 1-0 loss last week against Emerald Miner. So hopefully we can make it happen. I'm expecting an Infernape lead, which is why I'm leading off with Iron Moth, because I'm expecting it to want to counter lead my my Vikavolt, but I was horribly mistaken because we see a Palkia on that side of the screen, which is honestly what I was a little bit afraid of. So obviously a Surf is going to obliterate me here. Draco Meteor probably doesn't kill me if I Terra. I low-key really want to get my T-Spikes up, but at the same time, it is risky, because Iron Moth getting chipped is obviously, you know, bad. But at the same time, I feel like I kind of want to scout this thing's intentions to get my T-Spikes up. The fact that Spectre isn't here does make me a little bit more comfortable in doing this. I could also just go Sylveon immediately, but the problem with that is that I don't get anything up, right? And I don't think he wants to click Draco here freely. I think he's going to expect my switch into Sylveon, if anything. So I'm going to Terra here, and I'm going to set up my Toxic Spikes. And we're going to try and see what this Palkia is packing in terms of its offenses. And what kind of set it is. Because Surf and Hydro Pump should never kill me. Draco Meteor only has a very, very small chance to kill me. So I'm honestly okay with this. Let's see what he goes for. Goes for Surf. Perfect. Let's see. Let's do a good chunk to us. And we're going to get up T-Spikes. Perfect. So those are now up. Hopefully we don't see as many boots in the other team. 301 down to 120. That's 181. Oh wait, I just put Terra Water on this thing. Whoops. That's actually not very Spatak invested. Actually, no, it is. No, he just got a mid-roll. He got a very low min-roll. Alright, now we're gonna make the... Ooh, should we go with Sylveon? Now, I'm gonna make the... I'm gonna make the Sylveon play. I don't want to go Empoleon just yet, because I do need things just a little bit shit before I attempt a weakness policy sweep. He could go for Heavy Slam, predicting me to do this, which will be a fantastic play. But I am Eevee to take that. Goes for Surf again. Perfect. Yep. That does do a very good chunk, but we do take it, obviously. I'm gonna attempt to go for a Wish here. I do kind of want my... yeah, he does have Heavy Slam. I don't think this does that much. I don't think this takes it out. Nope, it doesn't. Yep, he's minimally attack invested. So we go for a Wish. So Surf is actually a stronger move for him to hit me with. Or to get more leftover recovery here. And I honestly don't think I care if he switches, so I'm gonna Protect. He could go Toadscruel, predicting me to do this, or just switch out in general. I think he will, but like the reason why I'm so confident going for Protect is because I have no reason to risk it. I have no reason to risk my Sylveon going down. Yep, that's C again, that's fine. Protect is gonna fail, so we might even be able to get a second. Yep, he does go Toadscruel. Let's see if he has Boots. Probably will be if I had to guess. Because what else would you run? It is Boots. We're gonna Protect, obviously. We will get our Wish up here. Sylveon's going to get a good chunk of health back. We will now be into a kill range of Surf, so let's be a little bit mindful of that. I am actually going to Protect here myself now, just to see what he sort of wants to do, because I don't think anything else is really that crippling. So I'm going to go for Protect again. He could get up a Spike, that would be a great play, because I do not have Rapid Spin on my Great Tusk this week, and that will block my Lunala Shadow Shield. There's obviously also scouts for potential double. Let's see. Goes for Toxic. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So we know Toxic on this thing. We didn't actually attempt a Rapid Spin, which is interesting. Toadscruel. Toxic, and it's also Boots. Gonna make the Vikavolt play here. I am not too threatened by a Toxic, honestly. I could also go Empoleon if I want to be really cheeky. But again, we still need chip on certain things. So I'm gonna go into my Vikavolt. If anything, I can just threaten this thing with a big Bug Buzz, and I don't think we take much from like anything else this thing wants to do. So to make the Vikavolt play, he does Rapid Spin. Fine by me. Perfect. Kind of just want to fire off a Bug Buzz here, to be honest. Because I don't think that much can come in that immediately threatens me. He might want to sack this off just to get a Toxic off on me. Bug Buzz actually has a chance, like Bug Buzz is a guaranteed kill if he's not offensively invested. So I'm actually going to hit Bug Buzz here. He does withdraw. Could have got up my webs there, but it's fine. He goes hard into Palkia. Hard into Palkia. That's a very, very bold play. Then we're going to get a big Bug Buzz off on this thing. It's nearly a 2-KO. Does that tell me anything? Let's see. Vikavolt against Palkia Origin. Great play, though. That's probably just timid. We got a little bit of a low roll there, but that's honestly okay. Now that we have Palkia chipped, we can do this. So I'm gonna make the Empoleon play. Because of another nice little initial pivot. This does obviously also play around a Surf, which will two-shot our Sylveon. Yep, there's Surf again. This does a good chunk to us, honestly. This mon is so strong. Let's see, I am now at 226. This obviously does that we're offensive, more than likely. It would appear that I'm actually in range of an Earth Power now, unfortunately. So, a little bit tough. I could just make the Sylveon play again, honestly. I should probably put a bit more bulk on my Empoleon. That's honestly my bad. Question is, does he have Earth Power? He probably does, right? He has to. Gonna make the Sylveon play now. This is honestly okay. And I'll pull a double into my Sylveon, because I don't think Earth Power into Surf kills me with this. Let's see. Yep, he does have Earth Power. And we are now out of range of Surf as well. Perfect. Going great. Kind of want to just Hyper Voice here in case, just to get some chip off on the Toadscruel. Surf is never going to kill me at this range. Sylveon. Yeah, no, Surf never kills me. And make the Hyper Voice play. I want to get some chip off on the Toadscruel potentially as well. He does just stay in and go for Surf. Perfect. So I'm glad I didn't double. We go for Hyper Voice here, and Palkia goes down. Perfect. So Sylveon getting first blood. That is, I don't think that crit mattered. We're a freaking Sylveon, dude. This move is so strong. Alright, so Palkia goes down. That's a huge threat out of the way. So no more Ubers we have to deal with. There we go. Can see the Toadscruel coming out, potentially going for a Rapid Spin if he wants to. I think I'm honestly kind of tempted to... Okay, so we do see Infernape come in. And this thing is Boots as well. Because we do have... Wait, did we get a Sticky Web? No, we didn't get Sticky Web. Never mind. We did not get a Sticky Web. What else do I need Sylveon for at this point? Not much, honestly. The only problem is we are kind of like... We do need our webs up like as soon as physically possible is the problem. I don't know if Empoleon still has like a lot of merit at this point, honestly. No, do you know what? I don't think it is. Well, at the same time, is Sylveon even that worth it? Sylveon could still be useful for Wish Support. I do think it's less useful than Empoleon. Right? Actually, no, do you know what? No. Empoleon could still be useful for the Dondozo, potentially. Okay, so he's just going to Terra here, so he's going to Terra Ice. Presumably we're going to lose Sylveon here, but that is honestly okay. I'm really wondering if this thing is Scarf or not. I hope it's not. Let's see what he goes for here. Terra Blast, okay, yeah. Kind of knew that the thing was going to have Terra Blast. We will obviously be able to scout for a Life Orb here as well, which is nice. And wow, we don't even die, so that's more than likely physical Infernape then. Big Hyper Voice, hells yeah. I was not expecting to survive that Terra Blast, but we take those. So it's not Life Orb either, so it could be Scarf? Probably is Scarf. Lunala's looking exceptional. Yeah, no, I think Sylveon's like past its prime at this point. Do I die from a Terra Blast Ice? If he's not Life Orb. With my Iron Moth. Obviously, well, now that we're Terra Normal. 120. No, we do not live. I think it's time to let Sylveon go. There's Terra Blast again. So this thing could be Scarf. So we do have to be a little bit mindful of that, obviously. Down goes Sylveon, so Infernape's going to get a KO as well. Let's see, Sylveon goes down to Infernape. I could scout for a Scarf and go Empoleon. I could also make the Lunala play. Lunala's honestly quite good here as well, honestly, but... I also quite like the Great Tusk play, just get off a knock. Because I don't think I ever die from a Terra Blast, and Grass Knot should never kill me, especially now that we know he's not Life Orb, right? Yeah, Terra Blast Ice isn't even a freaking 2-hit KO. I'm going Great Tusk. I'm going for it. And I think I want to just knock. Try and get rid of that Dondozo's leftovers. Look off that knockoff here. Hopefully he gives me that. That would be ideal. This also means that the Dondozo cannot terrestrialize, by the way. I just realized that. So the Dondozo cannot go into Terra Fairy, which is also quite nice. Do want to be a little bit careful about leveraging my Lunala's Shadow Shield in this game, though, because we do obviously want to make sure we can live a hit for that LOKIX if we do decide to go for a late game sweep angle with that. Because if Snorlax comes in, we Calm Mind on it, then obviously he will not be able to. He will be able to break both our Shadow Shield and our Colbur Berry, which means LOKIX comes in for free, you know? Right, he's going to withdraw perfect, so probably Dondozo's going to come in here, I imagine. Yep, that is the Dondozo. Let's see how much damage we're talking on this thing. We're going to go for a big knock. Yeah, that's physically defensive. Chesto Berry. Ooh, cool. So we deny a rest attempt. That is great. And we're going to make the Empoleon play. No reason not to. Honestly, a very safe switch in. It covers him going for pretty much anything. If he wants to go for EQ, then we trigger a weakness policy. If he wants to go for a water move, we take absolutely nothing from it and we get a free Surf. And if he is smart, he will obviously try and calc to see if these, if we're banned from that. The knocking off the Chesto Berry is amazing, and this thing is now also into a KO range for Supercell Slam, which is ideal. Goes for Ice Fang, perfect. It's gonna do absolutely nothing. No freeze either. As far as initial switch-ins goes, how much does Grass Knot do to Snorlax? A little bit of chip. I don't want to just make that play, to be honest. Any chip we get on this thing is great. We do go for Grass Knot. Oh, and we just take him out. Nice. Infernape looking exceptionally good now. He was not expecting the offensive Empoleon with Grass Knot there. I'm willing to bet that. So Dondozo just goes down. Huge KO there. Infernape does come back in. And again, the fact that this thing did not switch up moves makes me believe that it is very much Scarf. Which means at this point, Empoleon has definitely lived its purpose. I will try and go for a Surf and see what he locks himself into. Yep, goes for CC, perfect. So Empoleon's going to go down. That crit did not matter either. Close battle, but I think we're honestly doing pretty okay. Empoleon. Also Infernape. So again, we could go Lunala here, right? We could absolutely go Lunala here and just go for a Psyshock. I'm just going to do the Snorlax normally. Let's see. How much does a raw Psyshock do to that thing? It's not quite a 2 KO. I really hope I'm not being debated into thinking that this thing isn't Scarf. Do I have a reason not to just go Great Tusk instead? I honestly don't. You know what? We're going Great Tusk. I don't want to overthink it. Again, as long as I'm at full, I should easily live any one hit from this thing. And I think... Close Combat's always my best play, right? Yep, Close Combat's my play. Right, let's go for it. Okay, so he's not Scarfed. Okay, so I'm very glad I didn't get baited by that, but I don't think this ever kills me. No way. Terra Blast Ice. Oh my god, it does a lot of damage. I was not expecting it to do that much. So did he EV his Infernape to hit me on the special side? Wow, okay. Well, I'm glad we still got rid of Infernape. That's amazing. LOKIX is looking kind of threatening now, though, unfortunately. Now that our Great Tusk is that chipped. But we do get to keep our Lunala Shadow Shield intact, which is really good. So LOKIX does hit the field. Infernape goes down to Great Tusk. Probably just gonna see a U-turn from this thing or a first impression. Do I have a reason to keep Iron Moth around? Not really, and Great Tusk could still be useful for the other Mon, for the Snorlax. I'm gonna sack off my my Iron Moth and scout for this thing, for what this thing wants to do. A little bit unfortunate we couldn't really get our hazards off in this game, but I guess it is what it is. Yep, first impression. Down we go. Real back and forth one this honestly is. Like a real back and forth, fast paced. I'm enjoying this battle. I'm gonna take a lot from LOKIX probably, but let's see. Vikavolt. Well, even Bandit Knockoff can't kill me, so... And Bug Buzz does a lot. Volt Switch also does a lot. Gonna make the Vikavolt play. I think we're more than likely gonna see Snorlax come out. I could also Bug Buzz, to be honest. Is there any point in me going for Sticky Web? Not really, because of Toadscrew's boots. We're not threatened by Toadscrew at all, so I think we all just Volt. Right, goes for U-turn, so he's not choiced. He's gonna do a good chunk to us, but not take us out, so we know he's not Bandit, which is helpful. Then again, I don't think he'd ever be Bandit into my team, because you need to be able to click Sucker Punch. This one's gonna come down to the wire, man. Yep, Snorlax comes in. Perfect. So we should absolutely be able to just claim a kill here. It's gonna do nothing, obviously. Unless this Snorlax is Chople Berry, we should be able to just claim a KO here. With our Great Tusk. Let's see. Snorlax. Yeah, that's looking very specially defensive for sure. Gonna hit close combat here. He's gonna withdraw. Let's see who he sacks off here. Toadscrew. This thing's dead. No way this thing lives a Bandit close combat. Let's see here. Perfect. Toadscrew goes down. Now we do need to be a little bit careful about this endgame. It's LOKIX and Snorlax versus Great Tusk, Vikavolt, and Lunala. So how do we want to play this? And do I kill with Lunala Moonblast? I absolutely should, right? Let's see. Yeah, Moonblast absolutely kills this thing. Great Tusk does get outsped by the last two Mons. How do we want to play this? Because Because I could be in range with Vikavolt now. This is tough. This is very tough. I don't think I can afford to switch. Ooh, I hope I'm not misplaying this. We're gonna go CC here. Yep, first impression. How do we want to play this? I think I have to make the Lunala play. And then it's gonna be a bit of a 50-50 here, depending on whether he stays on or not. I'm at 160 with Vikavolt. Yeah, so unfortunately a LOKIX knockoff will just kill me. This is a real 50-50. I should outspeed this thing. I think I have to go for Moonblast. I don't think he's expecting my Colbur Berry. Ah, dang it, he got me. Dang, man. Oh god, how do we do this? So notice we've got Moonblast now. That thing is super bulky, what the hell? Let me think. Psyshock does 2 a kill from here, but afterwards we will not be able to... Do I have to go Vikavolt and just chip this thing down? I think I honestly have to. This Crunch should never kill us here. I think we lose to LOKIX in the end. I really wasn't expecting LOKIX, I'm gonna be honest with you, even though I probably should have. Yeah, there's Crunch. Can't tell if that's a 2-shot or not. Do I go for Bug Buzz for the Spidef drop, or do I go for Discharge for the Para? It's not gonna make a huge difference either way. I think we lose, ladies and gentlemen. I think we lose to LOKIX. I'm gonna Discharge, see if we can get the Para. So that isn't 2-shot range. Now we do get the Para. Okay. We do get the Para. Playing to our outs. Do not get it though. And we do die to the Body Slam. Vikavolt goes down to Snorlax. We obviously always go Lunala here. I think it comes down to him getting a Para or not. Yeah, Psyshock doesn't kill, ever. Crunch. I'll do very little. Yeah, honestly, like, that was a 50-50 roll. I should have maybe just gone for the Psyshock on the switch to this thing. That's on me. I think we have to try and get a Para here. I'm gonna go Psyshock. Let's see. It also depends a little bit on whether or not we outspeed LOKIX. Come on, please get a Para. Come on, please. Darn. Yeah, I think we lose. We lose. Yeah, we're definitely in range of a LOKIX move now. So it might very well come down to Sucker Punch mind games. Might very well come down to Sucker Punch mind games. I think I always have to try and go for it. Yeah, because there's no way this thing doesn't have Sucker Punch. I'm gonna attempt to Calm Mind. Let's see. Yep, perfect. Okay, so yeah, we just have to win the Sucker Punch mind games now. If If only I still had Moonlight here, man. If only I had Moonlight in this situation, but we really needed the other moves. If I had Moonlight here, this would have been game. Unfortunate. Gonna Calm Mind again. This is all 50-50s in the end. Oh, he's got Throat Shot, goddammit. Well, he was faster anyway, so there's no Mono Mind game. Oh man, 2-1-0 losses back to back. That's rough. I don't think I played this to the best of my abilities, honestly. But, GG's to Chris, man. He played it really well. That's his first win against us in draft, man. Deserved. Round of applause. I can't say anything else. I need to go back and see where I went wrong this game. That's on me. But thank you guys so much for watching this one. If you did enjoy this very fast-paced, competitive match, I can definitely say that about it. Please make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and we will be back in week 6, where we're going to be taking on King Barah's Sun team and the coach of the Italian Ink case. Thank you so much for tuning in, and peace out.